Hi, everyone. This is Anna, one of your consumer technology specialists at Mid-Continent Public Library. Today, we are going to take a look at the search and filter options in the Libby by OverDrive app. So right now, I am on my shelf page, which I know because the icon that looks like a stack of books is highlighted in the menu that runs along the bottom of my screen. To get to the search page, I'm just going to tap the magnifying glass icon, which is in that same bottom menu. And then once that page opens, I can tap the search box and just start typing whatever my search is. So I can do a keyword search, or I can search for a title or an author. And as I type, I will start to get a list of suggested searches. So if I do see what I am trying to search for, I can just tap on it from that list rather than having to type the whole thing out. Or I can type the whole thing out and then I would just tap the search button on my digital keyboard, which is where the enter button usually is, or I would tap the magnifying glass on the right side of the search box. So I'm going to go ahead and tap the author's name from the suggestion list, and the next screen I see is my search results page. So I can see from these little rectangles with words in them just above the first row of search results, I can tell that I'm seeing books and audiobooks because both of those are noted there. And if I just wanted to see books, I can tap on the rectangle that says books, and right away my results are going to update, and now I'm just seeing book results. So these are little filter icons. If I change my mind and I do want to see all the results again, I can just tap the little X that appears in that book icon, and that's going to give me a pop-up menu. This menu gives me the option to pin the filter or remove it. So if I pin the book filter, the next time I do a search, my results page is only going to list book titles. So rather than showing the title in any available format, it would just show me book titles. So I am going to tap the pin filter now, and I can see on my results page that now I just have a little pin icon next to that word book. Now I'm going to tap on my search box again, which is located at the top of my search results page, and I'm going to put in a different search. So instead of searching for an author, I'm going to go ahead and search for science fiction. So I just type that in and then tap search, and these results are only showing books that fall under that science fiction keyword. So I can tap the book filter again to open that pop-up menu, and this time I'm going to tap remove filter. I can see that my number of results has increased, and I can also see that I have audiobooks and even a magazine in addition to those book results that I got the first time. So now I'm going to tap this icon that is just to the left of the book filter icon. And this icon has 3 lines, and they kind of make like an upside down triangle. These are my sort and filter options. So this icon, tapping it gets me to a pop-up menu, and it has multiple options for sorting and filtering results. Right now, my results are sorted by relevance, which is the default. And I can tell this because the box around the word relevance is shaded a bit darker than the other sort options. And I can tap more to display all of my sort options. And then if I tap popularity, by default, I'm going to see my list of results change to be from most to least popular. And if I tap that popularity sort option again, the order does revert back to the default sorting, which is that relevance sorting. Opening the options menu again, I can filter my results here as well. So I have more options than just filtering by book or audiobook. Right now, I can see that I have almost 14,000 titles in my search results. And I can tell this because in the Show Titles button on the upper right portion of my screen, it does give me the number of titles. So if I wanted to filter just audiobooks, I'll tap audiobooks under the Format section and see my Show Titles button has changed the number. So now the number is just 3,500 results. And if I wanted something that I can read or listen to right away, I can also tap the Available Now option in the next section and see how that changed the Show Titles number again. I can also filter my results by audience, subject, language, and read with. Or I can do another search within the current search results using this Search Within Results search box. So I've already searched for science fiction titles, and that's what we're seeing now. But maybe I am really looking for books that are about magic rather than space travel. I can tap this little search box, clear out the current search, and I'll just type in my new word, and then I'll tap search on my digital keyboard or the magnifying glass on the right side of my little search box. Now I see that the Show Titles number changed again. So I'm going to go ahead and tap Show Titles so that we can take a look at our results. Right away, I can see that all of these titles have the word magic in them. So I was hoping to search for magic as a subject, but what actually happened was it just did a keyword search and looked for the word magic in the title. If it were something that could be an author's name, it could show up there as well. So that's just something to keep in mind. If I did want to narrow by subject, it would have been better for me to choose one of the subtopics listed in the subject section of the sort and filter menu. I can also see that my filters for audiobooks and Available Now have been applied. They are up there just right of the sort and filter icon. I did skip over one section of the sort and filter menu, and that is the deep search option. So deep search is only available for some searches, and my current search doesn't fit the requirements. So I can see that here it does tell me that deep search is possible when a search has less than 100 results before any filters have been applied. So you have to have a more specific search before you can use that deep search. If there are other titles in OverDrive's catalog which fit the search criteria but have not been purchased by Midcontinent, those titles will show up in the results page for a deep search. So this is a way that you can see whether a title is even available through Libby and OverDrive at all. And then if you do find the title that you're looking for, you can tag the title with the special Notify Me tag. It's a smart tag. And that is going to ensure that you will get a notification if the library does purchase the digital title. It also lets the library know that there are customers that have an interest in that title. Now, it doesn't guarantee that the title is going to be ordered, but it is a way to sort of recommend the title to Midcontinent through the Libby app. And then at the very bottom of this menu is the option to reset filters. So this is going to return all the sort and filter options to their default settings. Now, you don't need to do this every time you want to do a search. New searches are only going to remember a filter you've chosen if you have pinned that filter like we saw before. Otherwise, there's a sort of automatic reset of filter options with every search that you do. The last thing that I did want to show you today is that you can actually use these sort and filter options from the library page as well. So I'm going to tap on the little building icon in the bottom menu, and this is the page where I can see curated lists of titles and just kind of browse by subject or anything like that. So I can see that there are filter options just below the MCPL logo on this page. So I could use these to start browsing the library's digital collection without using any search terms to start. So for example, I'm going to tap on Newest. And this page is set up very similarly to the search result page we've already seen. So I'm getting a more defined list of results, but they do present the same way as if I did a search. And then going back to the library page, I can also choose one of these curated lists. I can tap to open that, and then I can use my filter options on the specific list of titles in these curated lists. So you really can do a lot with the search and filter options in Libby, which we've just seen during our quick overview of using the search, sort, and filter options in the Libby by OverDrive app. Thanks for watching. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure you let us know by following our MCPL 360 page on Facebook and our MCPL MO channel on YouTube. We premiere new videos every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. And if you missed the live event, you can always find all of our videos on YouTube on one of our many technology-related playlists on our YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you again next time.